Hello everyone, welcome back to the Options Professor podcast. This is Damien and today is Friday, May 21st. I've got the summary up here of all my trades, the spread trades at least, that in my portfolio and the callouts I made inside of the Phoenix room. I'm super stoked about the results, considering that we had kind of a choppy week. We had some pullback and a little bit of recovery and then a pullback again, so it's kind of choppy and sideways, and I was still able to turn a profit. Now, the one loss I'll talk about in a second actually didn't have to be a loss. It was really just me doing some risk mitigation and taking off risk from my trades and locking in all the profits I had for this week. So let's quickly go through this week's trades. And so if we flip over to the chart and take a look, I want to start with Netflix, because Netflix, I had two trades on at the same time. I had a credit spread and a debit spread. In both of these had two different functions. So the very first one is the credit spread. I was again playing this 482.50 level, and so I sold credit at the 482.50 level, collected credit here, and then that really just wanted the stock to stay above this trend line, this level here at 482.50. And then what I did was a debit spread with the hope that it could run to 500. So I did a 495 500 debit spread. Okay, and then this one, the debit spread means I need the stock to move a little bit more. The credit spread means I just want it to hold above a certain level. And both of these things actually worked out pretty well. I wasn't sure I was going to make money off of the debit spread side, but it worked out in the end, and I was able to lock in 100% profit. So let me explain this to you real quick. On the 482.50 put credit spread, I sold that put credit spread for 55 cents. I collected 55 cents on it. And remember, this is a 250 wide risk. So my total risk here is 250 minus 55 cents, which is 195. Okay, so if I'm doing this on 10 contracts, like easy math, like I said in previous videos, I'm collecting here 550 in profit or in credit for a risk of 1950. And now yesterday when we had this jump up a little bit, I was able to buy this spread back for 10 cents. So I had to pay $100 to close it, which means I lock in 450 in profit. And if I do 450 divided by 1950, this is 23% profit on the credit spread side. Now let's take a look at the debit spread side. So what I end up doing here is buying the 495 call and then selling the 500 call. And this, what I needed to do is actually get close to 500 or above 500, and I would be able to get my maximum profit here. So this spread cost me $2. The spread cost me $2. I exited at $4, essentially doubling my money from Monday on this big jump here into Thursday. And so I was able to close it for $4, and that's 100% profit. I won't go too much into debit spreads. If you want to learn more about those, please join us in our Discord room, and I'll put the link below in the description. Okay, so Netflix, really great trade, 100% on the debit spread, 23% on the credit spread. The second stock that was on my portfolio this week was RBLX, and again, we're no strangers to this one. I've played it before. I did say on the weekend that there was going to be a 70, I was going to target 70 for a credit spread. I think this is a good level for it to hold support. And as you can see what happened with the stock, it held the support for most of the week, and then today it just fired up. I don't know if it had news or anything like that, but it did fire up. I was out of this earlier in the week. So I managed to sell the 69 put and then 69, 67 put credit spread. And for this, I collected, it looks like 51 cents. So 51 cents here. And then I closed it, I want to say Wednesday, around Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, either of these 2 days, I closed it for about 10 cents. Okay, so this one resulted in another 28% profit. I'm not going to complain with 28% in a few days. All right, stock number 3 is GameStop. And I did talk about this one in my watch list. I thought the premiums were high enough where I could sell an iron condor. And I did it here at the 150 and the 180 level. It did break 180 early in the week, but then it came right back down into our range. And so yesterday I closed this out for a 47% profit. And the way this works is essentially it's 2 credit spreads put together. I was able to collect $1.90 for this iron condor, and then I closed it out at I think 45 cents. So I bought it back for 45 cents. Now, and the whole reason was because I was scared I was going to come back and test this 180. And like I said, with these meme stocks, it's hard to predict how they're going to react to certain things in the news, or even just some popularity in Wall Street bets and them picking up momentum. So anyways, I'm pretty happy with a 47% profit on GameStop. All right, next up is Tesla. And Tesla I entered for a very short time. I think I only got into this on Tuesday, but you can see here it was trading sideways, and this is exactly what I wanted, for it to stay in this range and trade sideways. And so Tesla, I managed to sell the 565 level and buy the 560. So $5 wide spread, and this I collected $1. So if you take a look at what happened here through the week, yep, it dropped below when the whole market pulled back, but then it recovered back up to the levels that I predicted that it was going to stay. So without this anomaly for that one day, it's still trading sideways, and we're pretty safe. Now, we do the math on this. You collect $1, and the total risk on a $5 wide spread is $4. So again, 10 contracts. This is $1,000 of $1,000 of potential profit for a risk of $4,000. And this would line up to roughly 25%. Now, obviously I closed this out early. I think I closed this earlier this morning for 10 cents. And it really gave up another $100. So this is a $900 profit, which resulted in 23% total profit after I give back that 2%. All right, so that's Tesla. And then the last one I had on was another debit spread in Disney. And this one looked like it was going to drop out of my range. I wanted it to play closer to 175, but when the market pulled back, it kind of hurt its chances. And then today it actually did start to make that move, but we're running out of time. So I bought this debit spread. It was a 170, 175 debit spread. I paid $248 for this. And then I managed to sell it at $280. So very small profit. This wasn't a huge winner. I could have targeted or I had a target of 100% if it had hit 175 and closed over that, but it didn't look like that was going to happen today. So I took this profit, and this was 13%. So, not disappointed in taking a 13% profit. Obviously, profit is better than taking a loss. And in this case, 13% is nothing to be upset about. And then the one stock that I did take a loss on was CAT. And it's kind of frustrated me because I could have closed it for a profit early this morning, and I chose not to because I thought, well, maybe it had some more room to go. And then when I did close it on this dip here, it ended up being the absolute wrong time to close it out, because it then recovered for the rest of the day. But at the end of the day, I did not want to risk all of those gains I had across the 6 other trades. And so for me, giving up a small 26% loss here is not a whole big deal when I look at the overall trades I had. All right, so this one I needed it to hold this 237.50, and you can see it actually closed below our level. And I was worried that it was not going to stay above that level. So that's why I closed it earlier today and not had to worry about it through the expiration at closing. All right, so this week, absolutely great trades for me. I'm super stoked again with these results. As you can see, a lot of green here, and one losing trade that I probably could have handled that a little bit better, but I'm again not concerned about it because I was managing my total risk and for the week overall. So I wasn't planning to do as many trades. A lot of these were off my watch list from Sunday. I will be back on Sunday with a brand new watch list for next week. All right, have a great weekend. Bye.